Unholy sound doctrine. What does holy mean? Holy means unsound doctrine. Doctrine full of holes. To call a doctrine unholy means it is a solid, sound doctrine with no holes in it. The Holy Scriptures are flawed and full of fluff. The Bible is a bad, unhealthy book. Talk about mental health problems. The Bible makes people mentally unstable. It is a holy book, a book full of holes, full of unsound doctrine. What you are looking for is the unholy doctrine. The Satanists have understood for years that the Bible is full of unhealthy teachings. Jesus himself in the Bible said to turn the other cheek. Jesus in the Bible allowed himself to be murdered. He teaches self-harm. He teaches you to be selfless and to allow yourself to be vulnerable and killed. This is holy doctrine, unsound thinking, unethical bullshit. What you are looking for is the unholy doctrine. Period. Gather yourselves together. Gather your wit together. And use your brains. Be intelligent. Be educated. Be somebody that other people envy. For once, if you can, even achieve that. Because most people don't envy most people. Because most people are unsound. They are holy, full of holes, full of unsound thinking. What you are looking for is the unholy doctrine. All this Christianity just isn't healthy. The idea that you close your eyes and put your hands together and you cry out in desperation to this spirit creature that never answers anybody back, that's a mental health issue. No wonder so many people have gone to black magic and to hard work and to craziness. Right, people have gone crazy, is my point. Because Christianity tells you to do some pretty goofy things. It's a way to get you to delude yourself. It's a way to make you delusional. It's not healthy. It's a mental health issue. And Christianity should be banned. It makes you sick. And so many of these Christians are sickos. They end up becoming such sick individuals. mankind's search for God ends here. I'll tell you where God is. God, quite literally, is in your results. God is a helping hand. How many of you have been in situations that were so dire, so bad, that if someone would only give you a hand, if someone would only help you, you would get through it? First of all, how many of you are still here after being in situations like that? Second of all, what would have happened if someone gave you a helping hand? Would that person be God to you? The truth is, you can pick up your phone and dial my number. Text me and I'll answer. And that's God. I have wisdom, I have knowledge, I have power. And I can help you in your life. I can will and deal with you and do business with you. And that's God. That's some mental health right there. Some healthy thinking. That someone I can see and hear and talk to can help me, and that's God. What a relief off your mind to know that. Remember, if there's someone willing to help you, for whatever reasons, they can be selfish reasons, in your time of need, that person is a God. And I'm willing to help you for selfish reasons, because I'm selfish and I help people for a living, and that makes me a God. What also makes me a God is because I've figured out what being a God is, what being a God means. And I want you to think about this for a bit. Think about Percy Jackson. Think about Zeus. Think about the myths of Poseidon. These are people that you can see with your eyes, that you can hear with your ears, and they specialize in certain things. Poseidon specializes in water. He's the god of water, of the sea, of the ocean, all that. Listen, I specialize in certain things. You can see me. You can hear me. I answer you back. I have skills. That's what you need in your time of need. When things are dire, when things matter, when things are crucial, you can contact me and I'll answer. And that's God. Because I'll tell you something. Standing there yelling at the sky, screaming for Jesus, is a mental health issue. Right. Yelling at the sky, putting your hands together, praying to Jesus is a mental health issue. What you need to do is pick up the phone and call me. Text me, actually, and I'll answer. And my point here is that hard work that you put in life while you're being practical and making good decisions, that's God. That's God. Do you see what I'm saying here? That'll give you results. But what won't give you results is pressing your hands together and praying to Jehovah. And people swear that that works. Then they go and they do something in their life and they get results from what they did. And then they said God helped them. They said God did it for them when they did it themselves. Because they're God. In those moments, doing what they need to do to get things done. Do you understand what I'm saying? Who's God? So many people are in search of God. So many people are in search of power. Praying to Jesus, praying to God, praying to Jehovah. These days is concerning. We're talking about mental health here. It is straining your mental health for you to pray to figments of your imagination. Praying to God is not doing it for people. Do some hard work and find your God. This is what I mean. Cold, hard practicality. Putting your head down and getting some work done. Now that's God. Me and you doing business with each other, helping each other out, getting some work done, getting somewhere in life. Now that's God. When you pray to God, does He answer you back? Some would say yes. And some would say those people who say yes are delusional. If you contact me, text me or call me, and I get back with you, am I a God? If I'm able to help you and get you somewhere in life, I have knowledge, power, and wisdom, am I a God? That's God. That's getting some work done. It really is. The God that you know is work. The God that you know is willing and dealing, doing some business, getting some work done. Find God in your practicality and being practical. Calling God's name, yelling out for Jesus in your time of need. That's a mental health issue. Is it not? Could be. You might say, you're not thinking straight enough. It is a mental health issue to pray to God these days. People know better than that. People are not stupid. Okay, there are a lot of people who are not stupid. Okay, because people are betting on a lot of people being stupid. And what I'm saying is, there are a lot of people who are not stupid. Did you know that? Yes. Find your God in your hard work, in your labor, in your intelligence, in your education. That's God. Because while you're wasting your time praying to Jesus, some people are putting their head down and getting some work done. And that work done is God. Me talking to you, me helping you with my wisdom, with my knowledge. That's God. I'm a god as far as you're concerned. Here's why. Have you ever watched any movies with Olympic gods like Zeus? Something with Zeus in it. Okay? Or Poseidon, the god of water. Zeus is the god of gods. These gods, you can see them, you can hear them. They specialize in something. They're experts in their fields. Okay? Zeus rules the gods. Poseidon rules the water. Okay? These days, you have to know what a god is. Somebody who can help you. That's God. Somebody who can help you get somewhere in life. Why waste your time praying to Jesus Christ when I'm standing right in front of you? A lot of Satanists are very practical because a lot of Satanists have been bombarded with Christianity, with religion, and there's no Savior, as so many people have found out. There's no Jesus Christ making their life better. They've had to sober up and face the hard reality of life. There is no God doing anything for them. And people that say there is a God doing things for them, they're liars or they're delusional. And you look at their life and you say God is not working within your life, dude or ma'am. I can see the fruits of your life. I don't envy you. Cold, hard practicality for a lot of Satanists has been their savior. Cold, hard practicality for a lot of Satanists has been their God. When they buckled down and did their work and faced their hardships, no matter how hard, it gets pretty hard. The things people have to face, it gets pretty hard. When they did that, things got better. Things became more manageable. And God did not come. Some people took control and took magic into their own hands. And they performed their rituals. And they learned the science of magic. And things got better for them. That's what they say. They did something outside of the box, you could say. That's what a lot of people would say, that's something outside of the box. Outside of praying to God. My point here is, people suffer. And God does not come. People need saving. And Jesus does not save them. What do people do? Whatever they can. Cold, hard practicality has helped so many people. Buckling down and doing their work and doing the best that they can do. Gritting their teeth and crying their tears and doing their work anyway. That's done something. That has been people's God. Instead of waiting for God, wait for yourself not. And go take action, yes. What can you do? You can do what you can. This is Mr. Jones, the Prince of Darkness, the Fixer, the Shadow Grandmaster. What I'm telling you is, don't wait for Jesus.